Hello, my beautiful witches. White Raven over here. It's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. Today, I want to bring a different type of video to you guys. I realized that I've been very busy this past couple of months with things that have taken me away from my own magic and from my practice, what I do all the time and what I like to do all the time for my dead, for my spiritual army, for my magical room, right? And a lot of you guys have asked me to share a little bit of my witchy room with you guys. I know that some of you guys have seen it because I know some of you guys have seen when I painted my witchy room and all that stuff. But today I'm going to take the time to do a little tour of my magic room. Today I took the day, and this is why I'm not doing your typical video. I took the day to clean the room because on Friday is Halloween, is Samhain. And on Friday, I am going to have dinner in this very room where we film. This is where I honor my dead, and in the table over here where I do all my magic for you guys, I'll show you in a second. That's what I serve all my food. I put plates and I arrange it, put flowers, and I'm going to make the room look very nice. So imagine that on Friday, I have people coming over for dinner. So I needed to clean up. I needed to tidy up. I needed to shake up the energy in this room. And I want to share with you the things that I have, things that I'm able to share. There's a few things that I took out of the room. They're not here. I want you to know that I have another 3 rooms in my home that are dedicated solely to witchcraft. So if you ever come to White Raven's house, it's going to look like a haunted house because I do have a room with oddities, a room with my apothecary, and all the products that I sell to you guys. And trust me when I tell you, the house is loaded with witchcraft. But without further ado, I'm going to start by showing you a little bit of the different altars that I have. The room is pretty small, witches. It's not a big room. It looks like it is, but it's not. And it's holding a lot of stuff that has a lot of meaning for me. And I'm going to share that with you right about now. All right, me again. You guys are not going to get rid of me today. Oh my goodness. Listen, at the end of the video, there's some extra footage that I left in there just in case you want to see it. Because I was going to put it in the video and then I took it out and then I said I'm just going to put it at the end. It's cool. It's fun. So make sure to watch it. Mwah! I love you. Bye. So I'm very proud of some of the paintings that I have in this room. Obviously, they're not going to be original because I do not have the money to afford something like this. Neither are they available to be purchased. But I'm a very big fan of Francisco Goya's painting, particularly the Witches' Sabbath collection. This one over here is Witches' Sabbath from 1798. This is supposed to be the devil with a garland. And he's gathering with some witches. Some of them have children with them. Some of the children look disfigured, like if they were half alive, half dead. This is one of my favorite paintings. Another one of my favorite paintings is this beauty. This one right here, is called the Witch's Flight. This one is an oil on canvas painting. Obviously, this is not the original. This is pretty much from Amazon. This one Goya painted also in 1798. And this is the one that you guys always see when I am filming my videos. Over here, we have another beauty and very popular painting. Pretty sure some of you guys probably have it. This one is from a different artist. His name is Ricardo Falero. And this painting is called Witches on Their Way to Sabbath. It's magnificent. It's truly incredible. The different depictions of monsters, spirits. You have a lizard over here, perhaps representing a spirit animal. You have some skeletons over here. You have the infamous goat over there. I love the older hag. You can see her breast and her older looking body. I mean, it's a fantastic painting. If you're seeing all this art that is behind painted in my walls, there's a video here in the channel. This was me painting the art of the wallpaper of the Haunted Mansion in Disney. I'm a big fan of the Haunted Mansion. I'm a big fan of ghosts and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what it is. It's the wallpaper of the Haunted Mansion in Disney. Now let's take a look at these other painting that I have all the way over there close to the ceiling. It is also by Francisco Goya. And I really, really love this painting as well. This one is called Witch's Sabbath, the Great He-Goat. And this one was supposed to be completed from the year 1820 and 1823. That's according to Wikipedia. That is just another gathering of witches with the horn god, the devil. I don't know what Goya was thinking when he was painting all these beautiful paintings for me. I'm pretty sure they're pretty disturbing for most people. But I wish I can have them all. I just wanted to show you because they're really important to me and they're part of who White Raven is. White Raven really likes this type of art. Now, I do know that many of you wanted to take a look at my altar. I have a few elements in my altar that I'm able to share with you guys. There's other things that are not here because they're more private to me. But I'm going to give you a little bit of the history of the different deities that I have over here. We're going to start, and this is not a deity. She is a spirit, of course. We have over here Marie Laveau. I know this is for all of you guys that are a devotee of Marie Laveau. I know this is not the way you have an altar. She is here because I like to honor her. Very seldom I will work with her. However, I feel the need to have her close to me, and this is how I set her up. I have some things that I brought from New Orleans, and every time I go, I like to bring something. I give her coffee every Monday. There's some snake bones. There's a snake. There's also some cowrie shells and some of the necklaces from Mardi Gras. Over here, I have the head of an alligator from New Orleans. And these alligators are harvested for food, actually. So he was food. The heads are chopped and they are sold. So he is here. He was not killed for them to give me the head. He was consumed. He was killed for food. This little guy over here is one of my magical creatures. Cannot tell you more about him. Over here, I have my beautiful Lady Fortuna that I talk to you guys so much. I have some offerings in here for her. This cornucopia is from my grandmother. Lady Fortuna is very important for me. I have shared this with you guys. I have a few things over here. At the end of this year, I will be cleaning this up and get it ready for next year. I have some oils over here because I do use my oils with her. This beautiful figure over here. Actually, these two figures that I have are, of course, Hecate. This one is my newest Hecate. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. When I saw her, I fell in love with it. Hecate has her blade, her keys, and some other symbolism that to me represents Hecate. Over here are my two magic wands. This one over here is cedar, and this one over here is oak. I made this one myself many years ago and even has my blood because I cut myself when I was carving it. This one I purchased. It's one of those things that pretty much jump at me. I do some offerings every Monday. I have talked to you guys about that. I always put water in my altar with camphor. Over here I have my beautiful Gitana, my gypsy. She has some strega, a liqueur that my friend brought from Italy. She has her fan and she has her crystal ball with her. Now, the spirits that I'm going to present to you now, including the Gitana, the gypsy, are some of the spirits that I was told when I was in Puerto Rico when I visited my Espiritismo centers, that these are part of my chart, of my cuadro. I do feel that these are the spirits that I have. I feel them within me and I have honored them for years and years and years. So, La Gitana, gypsy is one. But then I'm going to go to the Indians. That's how they call them in Espiritismo, Los Indios. Okay, I have a couple over here. I have some offerings for them, some things here from Puerto Rico, some pieces of wood, some seeds. This is from Flamboyant. This is a tree from Puerto Rico. And I have some other vainas and seeds over here for them. I found this maraca in Tombstone when I went to Tombstone, and it was made by actually the Navajo native, the Navajo people. So I felt compelled to bring that to my Indians. Over here, I have my Arabe. Charlie gave me this beautiful statue of the Arab. He is my Arabe. He's with me. So I have, of course, an oil lamp in here, and I have some. This is sand from the Sahara Desert. And I was very honored to have that sand, and it's right there with him. Now over here I have my most beautiful spirit, my Madama. She's been with me for a very long time through thick and thin, and she's been part of my most difficult times and moments. This is the perfume that I make for her, and every Monday I put this perfume. I also service her with coffee, and this is the other perfume. And she is my love. Now let me show you some other spirits that I service. Okay, which is over here is the boss of the house. This is Anubis. You're going to find while you practice witchcraft that many deities are going to call upon your door. You have no clue why, you have no idea why. But when these deities and these spirits knock at your door, you must answer. So Anubi was one of the first deities that very bluntly knocked at my door. And since then, he is the boss. I love him so much. I call him Father, and he's very important in my life. I service him with some resins and some beer. Sometimes I may give him bread as well. But for now, that's the accord that we have. And that's what we have been doing for years and years and years. So this is Anubi. This is somebody else that I really honor. So let me show you my other altars. Over here, I have some Celtic deities. I have the horn god, or the god and the goddess, as long as the maiden, mother, and crone, and some other things that I have in there. I do not work with them. However, I need to have them around, and I need to know that they're around here somewhere. I'm honored to have them. I do work sometimes with the horn god, so he's important to me. Okay, which is so over here, I have my death altar, my necromantic altar. This is dedicated to death. And yes, I know that some of you, especially if you practice Santeria, are gonna have an issue me having Ochum over here. Ochum was also a witch, and so far me and her have the accord that she's perfectly fine right here. I respect her. I service her every week. Look how pretty her little look at this cutesy sunflower. She likes sunflowers. So she's right here. But I have a lot of my bones. Any books that pertain to the dead, to bones. I have my father's, some of my father's book, not all of them. Some of my father's book. And I have Baron Samedi right here. I have some crystals for scrying. I have also over here my beloved dead oracle, because this is how I want to infuse it with the energy of the dead. Again, the dead to me is just a door. So I'm not afraid of this. This does not scare me. I don't have any issues with this. Also, you're going to see back here, I have my collection of witches. I love witches. I can not have enough. But this is where they are. I honor the wicked witch. I honor the hag. This is why this place is called White Raven and the Witch's Lair, because we honor the hag. And they're so important to me. The older, the more I love them. The more haggy looking, the more scary looking, the more I'm going to love them. So this is their corner. This is the spot. Having said all that, this beauty over here, she is from Poland. My friend Sarah got it for me when she was in Poland. And I am so honored to have this witch. You guys have no idea. Sorry about the overexposure, but over here's my collection of little dolls. My Labubu dolls. Some stuff that I got from New Orleans. Cockroaches. Big story with me on cockroaches. I am really sorry about the overexposure. There's a light coming from the window. But these lollipops, little curtains, are from my grandma. She had them since I was a little girl. My grandma is not alive anymore, but I'm very honored to have these lollipops. Curtains. They used to belong to her. This guy over here, I absolutely love. Don't tell me that he's not the most gentle monster you have ever seen. I don't know his name. Charlie painted this, and she was so amazing to give this to me. And I absolutely love him more than what you guys can imagine. That's my little guy. I have some drums, my Ouija boards, because Charlie also gave me this one. This one glows in the dark. I got all my Ouija boards in my room, and I have some over there, some in that wall. I got this too. That one Charlie got it for me, and this one I got this weekend in the Oddity Fair. Let's see if you guys can see this. Okay, witches, I'm really sorry you're not able to see that properly, but that is my shadow box for some of my dead ones. That's my great-grandfather, my great-grandfather's sister, and my grandma in there. Some of his things, some of his writings. Again, this corner over here is more for the dead. This cabinet over here, which has a lot of oddities and my candles and things that I work with. And when you open it, it smells so nice. Because over there in the corner, that's where Pombagira lives. And I put perfume on her. I have some other little deities in here. I have all my collection of candles and things that I use for the video for you guys. Yeah, this smells so nice. Has a lot of perfume, so it smells really amazing. Up there, my cat and the big badass bitch of this room. She's always guarding. I love her. The little ceramic figurine I got at Tombstone, and she's part of a collection, an old collection, I think from the 70s. I forgot her name, but I really like her. I like to collect all those things. All right, witches, so I know that many of you guys want to see my books, and I have books all over the house, but these are some of the ones that I have over here in my witchy room. I have a lot of stuff from Bookland. He's not my favorite, I'll be honest, but I think he is a very classic, iconic figure, so I'm having trouble not having his books or getting rid of his books. So I think these are books that I need to honor just because of who he was as a witch and in witchcraft. I have some gypsy stuff, superstition, the Book of Shadows, Scott Cunningham, some black arts, forbidden art, El Libro de San Cipriano over here. I have a lot of Taino stuff over here. And some other witches books, dreams, and a lot of a big collection of Llewellyn. I think those books are really interesting. I usually have over here my Santa Frida. That stuff is from New Orleans too. I brought it from New Orleans. I have a lot of little dollies in here. Next over here, this is the water meter of New Orleans. If you've been in New Orleans, so if you know, you know. Little mouse from New Orleans. And over here, we're going to have some fairy magic, heathenry magic, a lot of like troll magic. The Grimoire of Aleister Crowley, Gonzalez Whippler, spells, ceremonies and magic, essential golden dawn, transcendental magic. I have so much stuff over here. I have over here 6-7 books of Moses, and I have a lot of those. The Key of Solomon. Sorcery of Solomon. This is from Sarah Mastros. We did a review on that book. I also have some Jewish mysticism. Let's see what else we have in here. We have Arthurian magic, the Grey Magical Papyri in translation, the Cunning's Man's Handbook, and you have some folk magic over here. There's a book that I have over here that I do want to show you that I'm very proud to have. Where is the book? This book over here. The Book of the Sacred Magic of Avermelin the Magi. This is where the ritual of Avermelin is. This is the ritual that Aleister Crowley was performing in that Boliskin house. And he couldn't finish it. Well, that is right here. Am I going to be performing that ritual? I don't think I'm going to be performing that ritual anytime soon. Over here we have my tarot decks. This is too messy. I have shown you guys this mess that I have in here a few other times. All right, so right under my altar, I have more books over here. I have a very beautiful Bible and some encyclopedias over here about spirits, demons, witches, and all that stuff. Down here, I have my books when it comes to deadly plants. These are just some, just only four, little baby four of all my Book of Shadows. Over here, I have Ronald Houghton, a lot of Ronald Houghton in here. Some crystals. I have over here Jason Miller, because you guys know I love me some Jason Miller. These are all Santeria, Espiritismo, Palo Mayombe books. Over here I have a lot of Silver Ravenwolf. Not a lot, but some of Silver Ravenwolf, some of Lady Rhea as well, and some random books. Now over here, this is a Bible that my daddy gave me. He bought it for me. It's in Spanish and it's very little, but I cherish it because I remember the moment when he gave it to me, and you guys know my daddy's not alive anymore. He also bought me this book. We were in Florida, no, we were in Connecticut, I think it was. I don't remember. But we went to this Catholic bookstore, and I love bookstores, and he got me that. Over here I have some Voodoo Visions. This is by Salian Glassman. That's the only book that I have from her. I have a lot of Anubis, Awakening of Ceres, and then a lot of Mexican brujeria, including The Secrets of Santa Muerte by Cressida Stone, which is the only book that I want to read about Santa Muerte. You're going to have a lot of Utterly Wicked, of course, by Morrison, Hes Tristin by Rachel. I forgot her name. These two books, and then we have some Jake Richards that I love so much, Backwood Witchcraft and Doctoring the Devil. I also have a Appalachia Witchcraft for Beginners. This Osman is also by Jake Richards, Appalachian Full Healing. Some other books, random books. I love myself some Cassandra Eason. I think she's awesome. These are some compendiums of, oh my god, let's see if you guys can see that. Compendiums of, there we go, some dirt and some magical ingredients books. All right, let's move all this out of the way. I have some of my inks in the way, which is I have so many things and I don't know what else to call this. All right, so this is mostly all of my hoodoo books except this one. All right, so I'm gonna have over here some Catherine Ironwood. I know a lot of people have issues with her. I don't. I want to learn from everybody. I have some Star Casas. I have a lot of my beloved Denise Alvarado. I have all of Miss Aida's over here, and some other books, including a lot of those little baby books that you find in Amazon on Hoodoo. And I also have a lot of the books from Ana Riba that are available out there. I have some other books that are really interesting, like this one is really good, and these ones were really interesting too. Little baby books that are really cool to have, and I'm glad to have them. So over here, let's move this back. Over here I have my beloved Judica Elis, because I love me some Judica Elis. Next to Judica Elis, I have some of Christopher Pensack's book from Reverend Grimassi. I have Italian Witchcraft. This is a very classic 70s book, The Witch's Bible. The Witch's Bible, to be honest, I don't really touch it much because it's just very Wicca and it really bores me, but there's a lot of very interesting things, and I think it's a book that I should have. Over here, witches, I have some other books that are more random. They are books that I have in here that I really don't care for and I don't really like much. I don't know what I still have them. This, for example, I thought this book was really, felt very cheap. The Sex Witch. I don't like it much. Sometimes I have a love-hate relationship with Magic for the Resistance. So... but, you know, Might Orange, Psychic Witch I really love, but Mastering Magic I really didn't care for. Down here I have a whole bunch of tarot books and some other random books. The Crab Hound, I love that stuff to get inspiration for my labels. And very interesting. And I think that's about it, what I was going to show you about my books. And that's it, witches. How do you like the video? I hope you enjoy it. I hope it was not too boring. It was pretty raw, but it was, you know, something fun that I wanted to do for you guys today. That's what I felt moved to do. Thank you so much. Look at this baby that we have over here, which is, we did it. 100,000 subscribers. Me and you, we did it together. Huh. Isn't he a beauty? White Raven and Witch's Lair, right here. For passing 100,000 subscribers. Witches, check out my website. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below if you like the video. Ask me any questions. And stay wicked. Have the most beautiful Samhain this Friday. Make sure to contact your dead. Make sure to honor your dead. And remember, dead is just a door. Don't be afraid of skeletons, of skulls, of bones, of spirits. Embrace it. It's part of who we are. It's an extension of us. Stay wicked, witches. I love you. Bye. Let me tell you, when you are a witch, you collect so many things. This is why in so many other videos I have spoken to you about how important it is to clean up your messes, because the energy gets stagnant. Like there's too many little holes and too many little spaces for your energy to get stuck. So it's always good to shake in your room and clean it up. I want to show you something that I got this weekend in the Oddity Fair, and I am so in love with her. Look at this little baby. She is adorable. She's a little ceramic doll. Isn't she adorable? I know all of you guys are afraid of dolls. I'm not. I actually like dolls a lot. I've been very tempted to buy a lot of them, but I need to stop because I do not have the room. So in any case, I want to show you something. I got this bowl with water. I want to show you how I clean my space. This is a handy wipe. It's a brand new and it's only going to be used for this today. Okay. In the water that I have prepared over here, I'm going to add some other waters, and that's how I clean my room. I have many different type of waters, but this one in particular is very special for me. This is Evangeline. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this water, but this one is very special to me, and this is the one that I'm going to be using to clean, so I'm going to add this into my water. I'm also going to put the white sage Florida water that we have. I had it in the website. I don't know if it's still on the website, but these are the two that I'm going to be using for cleaning today. Now again, Samhain is coming on Friday, and in this table over here, I put a lot of food and I invite all my dead to come over here and eat. So imagine that you're having people coming over on Friday for dinner and your house is chaotic. You want to be cleaning, and that's the spirit that I have today. I have to be cleaning, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So as I told you, I'm going to be moving some things from here, putting them over there, some things from there, and putting them over here. This one is Chilpancinga. My brother brought it for me from Mexico, and she's very special to me. So as I've shared with you guys, to me, skulls and bones represent dead. And dead to me is just like a portal to the spiritual world. So they represent my ancestors, my spirit guardians, so I really honor them. This one is one that one of you guys sent me, and I love it very much. These are beautiful candles, skull candles. This one in particular is a beautiful skull candle that I got some years ago. I got more than one. I used some of the ones for magic, and I also used one of these ones for a video that I shared with you guys.